guys, it's Malon or Malonb, and I'm making another legit video finally. I am taping on my phone. Usually I tape this on my tablet, but my son is actually either using it or he died and it's downstairs. I don't want to go and get it, so taping on my phone. I'm hoping that the quality is still all right. I think it's usually better on the tablet, so hoping that's okay. And it's so funny because since I don't know if you guys know or not, but since I usually tape with a tablet, I have a tripod for it. So since I'm doing it with my phone, I wanted to have like a better setup, and I don't have anything for my phone. So I just taped it onto one of my window. I don't know, what do you call this type of curtain? It's a curtain for your window where it like rolls up at the top and you can pull it down, to whatever level you like. I don't know the name of those type of curtains, but that's what I have here. So I just taped it to that, like with actual tape on there, so it would stay at a level that works for me. So I think it's a little crooked also, and if it is, sorry guys, but that is why. I don't want to retape it and mess with it right now. I think it's good as is. So let me just start off with the finished objects or finished projects. Yeah, if you guys have been watching my my videos for April, I did once a day. I uploaded once a day for April. I skipped a couple of days, but for the most part, I did once a day. I didn't talk about yarn or projects, every time, but I did talk about them in general. I will be erasing this video soon, just FYI, if anyone even cares to look at them anymore or again. But since I will be again deleting them, I just want to go like backtrack and talk about what I have been working on since I made my last legit video, which was a while ago. I don't even know when I posted it, on February, so like a couple of months ago, something like that. Let me finish, or actually let me show you guys. Let me start off with a finished project. Again, if you have been watching my videos for April, I talked about an elephant that I was making. This is a free pattern. It's called Gustav the Balancing Elephant. Hopefully you guys are able to see. It looks like this. It is on Ravelry. Again, it is a free pattern. I'm really hoping that you guys are able to see it clearly. Otherwise, I don't have a page for this one yet on Ravelry, but I will have one up there. And this is my elephant. It did not come out as cute as I hoped it would. Nothing to do with the pattern. The pattern was pretty cool. I think it just had to do with my gauge. As you guys know about gauge, especially crochet, from what I noticed of, again, my own gauge is that mine varies a lot, especially maybe not so much about how many stitches per inch, but I vary so much regarding how many rows per inch as opposed to stitches. So again, mine came out a little, so again, it's all me though. Again, the pattern was pretty cool. And this is what mine looks like. Oh my gosh, guys, just look at that. I was a little disappointed. Again, just because he came out a little taller than I would hope for. It'll be so cute if he was like shorter and he'll be, short and plump or whatever. But I mean, I finished it via the pattern. This is what, again, I got with my gauge. Not the greatest, not the cutest. I used buttons for eyes. I opted not to do the hats. It comes with a little hat and also a ball. If I can show you the picture again, it should look like that. And as you can see from the picture here, the elephant looks like it's a little shorter, which is what I hoped mine would have looked like. But obviously, again, with my gauge and everything, it didn't. I will still be giving it to my son to play with. I do have to say about the pattern, I really like the way they put it together, like they put the pieces together. The only thing, if anyone is going to try it, is that in the pattern you do the legs and then you connect them to work on the body in one piece. It didn't note in the pattern, but I was left with holes like in the middle of the legs right here, where I had to sew the holes together because they were just, it left actual holes there. So that's all I can think of about the pattern. Otherwise, again, I really like the way they put it together, like the pieces together. and it could be so cute. If again, my gauge just kind of sucks. If I do remake it, I'm going to definitely change it up a little, so for me it becomes a little shorter, more like the picture, you know, as you can see here, because I'm pretty sure it could, you know, come out very cute as is, you know. So that's the first item I finished. The other item is, if you guys did not know, my son's birthday was in April, and because he's really into pigs right now, I think it's because it's one of the few animals that he actually recognizes. He's really into pigs. This is the first one I made when I wrote up the pattern. I released a pattern for April, and it was for this cute amigurumi pig. That's what the pattern is called, cute amigurumi pig. It is up on Ravelry. It's live. This was the first one I made, and this is the second one I made, which I'm sure I mentioned it to you guys, but I just haven't actually shown it to you. They are both using Red Heart Super Saver yarns. They are both worsted weight, but this one came out a lot bigger than this one. Again, they're both the same type of yarn, both worsted weight, both using the same hook. But for some reason, I know why. It's because this yarn, although still the same brand, the same type of yarn, is still thicker than this one. So again, you see the same hook and everything. It came out bigger than that one did. For this one, I used felt for the eyes, and for this one, I used buttons for the eyes. My son still loves it. He still loves them. So that was my pattern for April. Now for next month's pattern, I'm actually still working on it. I'm a little late on it. So it's going to be a knitted pattern. And actually, let me show you that project next, so I can just talk about it. It's going to be some knitted wrist warmers. I actually do not have a name for it yet. So if you guys have any suggestions, please share with me. And actually, I need to post it up on Instagram as well. To see if anyone is going to have any suggestions. And we have a thing with my sister. I don't know if it's everyone. I don't know if it's a lot of people, but we have a thing with my sister that we like wrist warmers that are very long, that covers the fingers. This will be it. It's going to be striped, as you can see. The black and white is going to stay there. And I want you guys to be able to use any other color you want, though. Like this one is using this. It's not pink, or it's pink. I guess it is a type of pink here. I don't know if it's coming off as red, but it's like a kind of like a salmon color. I want you guys to be able to use whatever pop of color you like. For this one, I used this pink one, and for this one, I used the blue color. But the thing about this wrist warmers is, like I said, my sister and I have a thing about having them long enough where they cover your fingers. So obviously, instead of using gloves, you can use this. But in order to make it easier to use or to do anything, we like to fold them over. Or we like it when you're able to fold it over, so there's easier to do stuff with. But at the same time, they are long enough to keep all your whole hand warm. And I apologize for my nails since they look pretty bad. But anyway, this is it. This will be the wrist warmers. Again, the whole concept of it is the stripes. And it's long enough to cover your fingers, and it is foldable, obviously. And you can use any color you want here. So this is the blue one. This is actually the first one I made. And for this one, I don't know if you can tell the difference or not. They're both the same except for one thing. The blue one, I used a regular cast off at the top, and that's actually a little tight when you want to fold it down. It's actually a little tight there. So the pink one, this is the second one I made. For this one, actually, I used the, what was the whole name of that? This, some type of stretchy cast off. I forgot the whole name of it, but it's a really popular one. I don't want to just come up with a name because I don't remember the name of it, honestly, but it's some type of stretchy cast off, so that feels a lot better. It's not tight at all. So anyway, this is it. And I actually worked up another version where the collar part is just short in general. so you don't have to make it foldable. And I'm working on those as, again, another version. And I apologize for this one because I did not sew on the ends yet, but again, same concept, except for the top is not long enough to be foldable, although you can still fold it if you like, but this is just more like of a regular pair of fingerless gloves. And again, the whole thing is a striping. Black and white will stay there. You use whatever color you like, whatever pop of color you like. And again, you'll have the choice to make it either foldable on the top or not. So up to you guys. What would you name it? If you guys have name suggestions, definitely let me know. Like I said, I'm still working on the pattern. I still have to finish a couple of the other pairs, so the blue one and the pink one as well. So still working on that, making sure the pattern is good. I am hoping to have it written up in the next couple of weeks or so. And if anyone is interested in testing the pattern out for that, you know, again, please let me know. If you have a name for it, please let me know. I will be looking for finished projects, or at least, you know, at least you finish one mix, and they can tell me any suggestions or anything you feel I have to change or clarify in the pattern. Sorry guys, I got cut off, so I'm gonna try to hurry this up so I don't have to stop one more time. But anyway, yeah, I'm working on this one. Please guys, let me know your suggestions, or if you want to test it at some point. The next finished object I have is a really simple scarf. It's just a regular double crochet scarf, and it's long enough to wrap twice around your neck. It's very pretty. It's actually really soft. It looks like this. I made it thinking of someone I'm going to gift it to for the holidays, so trying to start on that. As you guys, again, if you have been watching my videos for April, then you guys know that I have recently attempted to make a sweater, and it was a big fail. I was thinking or wanted to do a project that is easy, make me feel better about that, and I couldn't find anything online. Amazing, right? I couldn't find one I wanted to do. I wanted something so simple that I don't have to think about, so this was it. For this one, I'm using Mandala Lion Brand mandala yarn. The colorway is Spirit. I still have this much left. I would say I used about half, maybe a little less. So I'm going to make another one, and I'm going to see which one I gift and which one I keep, or if I gift both, I don't know. But obviously it's going to have another set of colors, so I'll just see which one I think they will prefer. But anyway, again, very simple, just double crochet every row. And for this one, I chained 20, and I used, I think, eye hook or something like that. Let me show you guys one other project I have. It's a work in progress. Actually, I don't have the 10-stitch blanket with me, but I have been working on that still. I have 2 additional skeins plus the one I'm working on now, so I still have a bit to go. And like I said, if at the end, when I finish those, I want to also do a border somehow. I don't know if it'll be crocheted or knitted. That the blanket is knitted, but I'll see when I come to that. So I finally did decide on what sweater I'm going to work on next, which again, if you have seen my videos for April, then you already know it's going to be the sweater I had undone earlier because it was the wrong size and the wrong colors. So this one is called the Boyfriend Cardigan by Ron Strong, and it's a page pattern, and I was actually going to show it to you, but I actually didn't print any of the pictures out. I still have to make a page for it on Ravelry, but I will go ahead and do that. Again, it is called the Boyfriend Cardigan by Ron Strong. I'm doing one size smaller than the last time, and also again, the other one I made years ago. I assume I did a gauge swatch for it, but I actually don't remember. I didn't know. I don't know if I noted in my Ravelry page, because I made a page for it as well back in the day, but I don't know if I made a gauge for it. It just ended up being too big. I do know that that one was made with Red Heart Super Saver, and this pattern calls for a DK weight, so maybe that was the big mistake. I don't know. Okay, but for this one, I'm actually not using DK weight. At least I don't think this one qualifies as DK, does it? Let me see. It just says medium. I'm using Lion brand again, Pound of Love, and it just says medium here. Is that worsted weight or DK weight? I don't know. But anyway, the color, does it have it here? It's called denim, and I did gauge swatch for this. I did hit it, so I am assuming it's going to be better than my last one. I'm actually making one size smaller than I think I need, because the cardigan is supposed to be a little loose on you anyway, per the pattern. So I think that will work out. As you guys know, or if you don't know, acrylic yarn, which this is, tends to stretch out a little as you wash it, as you wear it. So I'm thinking that it's going to work out. This is a denim colorway. So this is how much I have for now. It is a sweater that you work from the bottom up, and then you do the sleeves and attach. So this is how much I have. Not that you can tell that much, but well, and I have this much yarn left. I had used some for a vest I did for my son probably some months ago, so I still did have quite a lot left. I don't know if I will be needing an additional skein, but if I do, obviously I'm going to be getting one. And actually, I think that's all, like, yarn wise I'm working on. I am working on one more item, but that's actually going to be a feature pattern, and I'm actually thinking of submitting it to somewhere. I don't know where yet, either Red Heart, Lion Brand, a magazine. I don't know what magazine, but I want to submit it somewhere to see if it can get published somewhere else that's not self-published, like on Ravelry. I want to see if it can actually get published somewhere. That would be amazing. From what I've done, or from what I looked up so far, is going to take a while, meaning at least a month. Is going to be more likely months with an S, for me to find out if they, whoever it is, if they like it, if they accept it, and then I have to make them one with whatever yarn it is they would either send me or suggest or whatever. I don't know how it works exactly. It will be my first time trying to submit a pattern anywhere, again, somewhere other than self-publishing, like on Ravelry or your blog, etc. So that's a little exciting. But that is one other thing I'm working on, which I won't be showing to you guys until either no one likes it, then I just publish it myself on Ravelry like I've been doing, or it gets picked up, and once it's released or whatever, I can definitely share with you guys. But okay, I think that's all yarn wise. So I want to show you guys some stuff that I received in the mail, that I purchased on my own, pretty much. Let me show you this first. I got a few more project bags, and I wrote the name here, I think, of the store I got it from. Okay, this is one order. Her name, she's on Etsy, is Malon Makes. Her name is Ashley. I got a couple of stitch markers. They're empanadas. It's sort of like, if you don't know what they are, it's some pastries. If you know what Hot Pockets are, it's very similar to that, but they're homemade. Little pastries full with stuff in the middle. I thought they were so adorable, so I got 2 of those. And she also does project bags, and this one I had to get. You guys know I'm a huge Zelda fan. So here is one of my bags. So awesome. She had one left with some Zelda fabric. It's brown fabric on the bottom, inside is green. And she has a little tag with her name on it right here. Hopefully you guys can see it. I don't know how well you'll be able to see that, but if I can, I mean, I'm going to edit, right? I'm going to try to not forget to include her link down below in the description box. And I got one more bag from her that I thought was adorable. It's this llama bag. Oh, she has her information on this one. I'll show it to you guys. Look how cute is that. Her tag one more time. But look how cute. It's llamas all over. And it's pink inside. Very adorable. Yeah, let me show you this. This is her tag. Again, I don't know if you'll be able to see it very well, but I'm going to include her link down below. So that was one order I had. Then I had this other bag I got that is so adorable. This is from, there's an app called Wish. I think you guys Wish. And this was like $2, I think. Again, very adorable. If you are not familiar, this is Totoro from the movie. Anyway, very cute. So the only bad thing about this one, I think it comes straight from China. The only bad thing about it is that, and it still smells a little bit now, but when I opened it, it came like in a, one of those plastic bags. When I opened it, it had the strongest smell of paint thinner. Like, it really smelled like paint thinner, and I set it out on my staircase so it can like air out, It took like, it's been out there for like weeks, a couple of weeks now, just like this, laying down on the stair railing, just airing out, and it's been a couple of weeks. And if you smell closely, it still smells like paint thinner. So again, I meant for this to be like a project bag kind of thing, but honestly, I don't know if I'm going to be doing that with this now, because it still kind of smells, but I guess we'll see. It is very cute though. Hey, sorry guys, ran out of space again, so hopefully this time will be the last one. I guess I'm talking too much. Okay, the last thing I'm gonna show you guys, and this one I also purchased for myself, so nobody is sending me things to try or anything like that. I purchased these because I saw an ad on Instagram for them, and actually I've been looking at these for months, thinking and rethinking if I want to try them or not, because they're not the most inexpensive stuff. So they have a thing on their website where they say that you can return it for any reason. If you don't like them, if for whatever reason, you don't have to give excuses supposedly if you want to just return it. So I was like, you know what, let me try it out. Let me see how it is. And so far, I like them a lot. They are wooden crochet hooks. They look like this. They are, what is the word? Ergonomic? Oh my gosh, I should have looked up the word because I'm not sure what it is. But it's supposed to work with your hands so you don't feel cramped up at all, or if you feel better and are able to work longer with them anyway. So these are called Furls Streamline. Let me show you the box. And they have a website on there. It's their website, Furls Crochet. Again, I don't know how clear you'll be able to see that, but they have like a little hand with a heart on it. Better for your hands and stitches is what it says, and supposedly claims that because you're able to work with it longer, it makes your hand feel better, that you should be able, or you should be getting, or because of that, I guess you should get more even stitches, etc. So again, very excited. This is what they look like, and this is the color I got, and I wrote the size on there because they don't have the sizes in the boxes. So this is a K hook, and they have in this type of hook they have three different ones. This light color wood, this like red wood, and this darker wood. So the cheapest one is a lighter color, which is the one I got. Each one is $16, so $16 per hook. I know that's not the most inexpensive, and I think that this one, the red one, is a little more expensive, maybe a few dollars. And the dark one is the most expensive, also a few additional dollars. I don't know the prices of them specifically since I didn't get those. I'm not sure about the prices. Again, I got the lighter colored hooks. It looks like this. I'll be using this one a lot. It's called the eye hook. This one is actually the one I used for the double crochet scarf I finished. So yeah, I put it to good use, and I could say that it actually did not cramp up my hand. The yarn crochet, I'm sorry, the hooks I'm using right now, I don't know where I put that, but anyway, I think are clover hooks, the ones that I've used before, these ones that I loved a lot because they hurt my hands a lot less Then my usual, which were either regular bamboo hooks, or also I used to do um, a lot of these, like the old school ones. And these actually make my hand hurt very quickly now. So from these ones, I went to the bamboo ones, and from the bamboo ones, I went like the regular bamboo ones that look like this. From them, I went to the clover hooks, which again were working for me pretty well. I got I want to say the whole pack or kit, but what do you call it? Like where they have all the sizes, like from E to, whatever. So I love the clover hooks, but compared to the clover ones, these definitely make my hand feel not cramped at all. I do find that I can work for longer periods of time without discomfort. So I really love these a lot. I got 4. I got E, G, K, and I, or I and K. I got 4 to try out. So far, this one has been getting the most love. Actually, for that E hook, I used it for the elephant I showed you guys earlier. So again, I did try that one out as well. I got them like maybe about a month ago or so. So I've been putting them to good use. I'm pretty happy with them so far. They do have other versions available. I think they have a metal version that has a similar shape, a metal version that's a little more expensive. I think the wooden ones are like the cheapest ones they have available. And I think they may have some other different ones there as well. Again, I haven't really looked that much since these were my first to purchase. If I want to, and I do want to go back to it eventually. If I have the whole set, that will be very awesome. But again, with a price tag, I don't know how soon that will happen, but I would ideally love a whole set of those. I think that's my last purchase I want to share with you guys. The other stuff, actually, that I'm not gonna bore you with here because, again, I'm running out of time again. It's the beading stuff. Again, if you guys have seen my April videos, you guys know I am excited about starting to make stitch markers. So I've gotten a lot of bead stuff. I have been working on some. I am a very beginner, so they are not the nicest, they're not the prettiest, they're not the cleanest pieces of jewelry for your knitting or crochet. But I have been making some and practicing, so I am really going to think about where I want to open my store next. You guys know I had an Etsy shop back in the day, a couple of them, and I'm brainstorming whether I want to open them on Etsy again, or at least one store open on Etsy again, or if I'm going to use another platform. Those of you guys who watch me, and if you have experience with Etsy or any other platform that you sell stuff on, could you please share with me like the pros and cons? The only place I've sold before is on Etsy and on eBay, and on places like the Facebook Marketplace, but that's more face-to-face selling, so I don't know if that really applies or not. But anyway, guys, if you can give me some tips or some suggestions on that, that'll be awesome. Then I was going to talk about a little life stuff, but I mean, it's just the usual, guys. I feel like I've been talking about it so much, again, since I've been doing daily videos in April. But for those of you who, I guess, have not watched those, who don't care to watch those, or maybe they're already erased, I don't know. We're doing pretty good here. Rohan is doing pretty well. He's now 2 years old. He is growing very fast. He likes to do a lot of throwing still. He likes to run everywhere. He likes to get into things that are not meant for him. He likes to try to open doors. He likes to look at, every corner that has nothing to do with kids. If there's toys in the room, he probably will go after the door handles and see if he can open or get into another place before actually caring about the toys. Doesn't really care about other kids at the moment. If there's adults and kids in the room, he's gonna go for the adult first. He likes to watch. He's very curious. He likes to stare at people, like just stare them blankly in the face. I guess sometimes they look different than the people he knows in his everyday life. For example, my husband doesn't wear a beard or anything like that, like facial hair. So if there's someone that has facial hair, he will tend to stare at you or them because it's something he hasn't seen very much of, if that makes sense. So let's see, what else can I say, guys? I'm just very happy, very tired, very glad to be here with my family and just have a chance to do this video thing. I was also thinking about what is it that I want to do online. Like, I don't know if I enjoyed making videos daily very much. Again, for April, I don't know if that's really my thing. I don't know if that's something that makes me happy. Sharing what I'm making with you guys in general in videos like this where, you know, it's not every day, but I get to share with you guys what I'm making, what I'm doing, what I'm planning. I do enjoy this. It makes me happy, gives me something to look forward to. It gives me something to look back on. But in general, I'm thinking what else I want to do. I have done some tutorials, very few, but I've done some tutorials. So I'm thinking that I'm going to try a couple more, see if that's something that makes me happy. Tutorials of what? Who knows? Who knows? But we will see, guys. So again, thank you guys for watching. I'm sorry I had to stop so many times. Hopefully next time I'll have the tablet back and we'll work it out a lot better than now. But again, thank you guys. Please let me know about the fingerless mitts if you want to try. Do the pattern testing at some point. Again, in a couple of weeks, it should be ready. Or if you have a suggestion for the name. Again, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.